I'm just a basic guy in the battlefield. Hopefully I don't lose my life to this horse. I have been playing some version of Mountain Blade for what feels like almost 20 years. And within that time, these games have given me countless hours of fun and replayability. No, I'm gonna skip the tutorial.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
All right then.
This is a great choose-your-own adventure game that is both hybrid RTS and action-adventure. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord is the newest version of Mountain Blade. Updated graphics, combat, and, you know, the normal stuff. I forgot if you could just murder the townsfolk when you're in here. Nope, they have plot armor. Let's start with the character creator. You can create some crazy looking people, or you can hit randomize if you just want to jump right into it. There is so much that you can customize in this. You can make him a monster if you really wanted to. What is teeth type? Oh my god! But you create the character, their origin, and their basic skills to start you off. And these skills will adapt and grow over time. Wait, is this almost a goose? Is this a swan? Okay, this is goose lore. We're gonna be a goose. You start off modestly, just you and your mount, and some basic equipment depending on how you answered the questions. And no, the game does not stop you from running off into a random direction and getting slaughtered by bandits. See, in the beginning, you absolutely get the crap eaten out of you, so I don't expect myself to win this fight, but they're going pretty good. But that's the beauty of this game, really no hand-holding. What I like to do is forego every single quest that there is and just do my own thing. And that mostly begins with attacking a couple of bandits, stealing their equipment, and then finding a local town to sell all that stuff to. One of my absolute favorite pastimes in this is taking hostile actions and raiding villages and crippling their economy. Once I've done that, I recruit a couple of people into my small militia, and what we do is raid a neighboring village. You see, what this does, it pisses off the locals to fight you, and you're gonna get yourself into probably a 30 to 40, 50 v1. So that's where you're gonna take your lumps, but in the beginning, you kill as many of them as possible, and that will help level up things like your one-handed skill, archery, mount, whatever you're working with. Then once you've done that, you have officially declared war on a neighboring nation. So get ready, because it's going to be painful. Now here's another big problem. Like, the more you're kind of like a jerk to everyone, they're going to like team up against you and send like 400 people against your party, and you better hope that you're good at the game. 502 versus 106. I'm sure this is going to go fine. The cool part is that in this game you earn renown based off of your battles and what you do. So if you're winning a lot of things, the AI is going to get really mad at you and send a bunch of people to combat you, especially after you've just recently taken a castle or town. You see, this fool is trying to take this like town that I just got back, and I'm gonna let him try to do that and then ambush him. See? What a fool.
Now then.
What I like to do after someone has declared war on me is go after their tiny little fiefs and just keep raiding them and disrupting their economy. Because you can't sell all your grapes and wheat if you're dead. So once I've starved my enemies out, I lock them into an area and just completely bombard their castles and towns until they're all mine. The tough part is, though, the enemies will definitely attack back on your castles and towns, so you have to choose if you're going to battle there and get captured or not. And you have to be really careful, because if you piss off enough enemies, they can also execute you. But that brings me to my favorite feature. Once you've made tons of enemies in this one and you defeated them in battle, most of the time the enemy captains surrender to you. You have your choices there where you can ransom them for gold so you can buy new equipment and weapons and what have you. Or you can do the ultimate and execute them in the name of the battle axe so they can't keep coming after you. You see, here's what we do to prisoners now. You scroll over here to execute prisoner, and well, that's what you get. But just know that once you do that, there are tons of repercussions. Everyone will be mad at you. You see, in this game, every character and hero has affiliations with each other. They either like them or hate them. So if you kill their daughter, well, they might be a little pissed. See, now I'm going to tell my archers to just chill here and fire arrows across the lake at their peasants and villagers while I just, you know, go in there with my big axe. Other than the main battle, there's other things to do. Like you can go into a town that's engaged in a tournament and join in and bet money on you and your team so that you can win the new weapon or double down on the money that you've bet. See, it's a one-on-one sword and board. I feel confident that I'm going to win. Block, kick. Okay, all right. But the real meat and potatoes here is when you get involved in these super doom wars, where it's you and your army of maybe like 100 dudes up against 300-400 enemies. And that's where another layer of gameplay comes in. Of course, you can go in there and block and use your sword or axe or arrow to take down as many foes as possible, but ultimately, that's going to get you killed. You are also the leader of your army, so you have to give specific commands to your troops. You can tell the cavalry to go in, you can make a shield wall with your infantry, and you could put your archers wherever you want. And that means you can win battles that you were definitely supposed to lose if you're smart. And that's how the game rewards you and your strategy. So what we do here is we tell our shield guys to form a shield wall. I put my archers to the side of them to draw aggro, and then I tell my cavalry to just charge out and just, you know, hopefully that works. And like I said before, the game is persistent because the enemies will keep coming after you until you have vanquished their kingdom and gotten them completely off the map. Or I suppose if you don't want to do your own thing, you could follow normal quests and even go to certain NPCs and join their army and serve as a vassal if you really want to. But I serve no king in these games. Absolutely not. I destroy everyone and anything in my path. Now that's the main game and single player. There's also custom battles. There's also the normal sandbox mode where you can just jump in. And there's also a PvP multiplayer, but I'm not talking about that. However, I'm not going to cover that. What I want to tell you about is the mods for this game. They have tons of stuff. They have Star Wars things, and there are even total conversion mods that make you and the enemies like different type of soldiers with guns, and you look like you're from Britain or wherever you're from, I don't know, but it looks really cool. And then there's the one I've been waiting for the better part of 3 years for, the Lord of the Rings Kingdoms of Arda conversion, which brings orcs and a bunch of stuff. I cannot wait for that to come out. But let me stop there before I get too excited. I just wanted to showcase Mount & Blade, especially if you've never seen this game before. If you are a fan of VR games like Blade and Sorcery, or especially Tales of Glory, you are absolutely going to love this game. So get ready to sink about 2,000 hours alone in just the base game, even before mods, and go get yourself Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. Well, my friends, that's what I wanted to show you today. I love the Mount & Blade series, and Mount & Blade Bannerlord is absolutely fantastic. What do you guys think of the game? Have you played before? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really want to hear your opinion. I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching today's video. It means a lot to me. Also, a very special shout out and thank you to my YouTube channel members and patrons. Thanks for supporting me, your local lunatic, so I can continue to make these weird videos. And to everyone else, thank you so much for stopping by. I am Drifter from Downloadable Content, and I will see you next time.